Well, here's hoping we're back here on Brevard Sports Network. 5-2 Viera on top. I don't know where we left off at or where we stopped or why we stopped or any of that stuff, but it's 5-2 Viera. Let's get the scoreboard up for you guys. I have no idea what happened there. You could hear me, I think, but the picture was crazily frozen. That ball is popped up. I mean, skied up. Slavic calls it, hauls it. So, okay. See if we made it back. And looks like we did. It's frozen on Robbie's at bat, so we missed everything. Yeah, absolutely missed everything. Missed Dom's. Okay, so let me just take you back to what happened. So it froze on Robbie's bat for some reason. So we got Robbie grounded out. Dom hit a double. Brody Vogel scored on an error. And there's a shot in the left field for Lake Mary. So Dom hit a double down the line, and he would score on an error by the pitcher on a ball back to the pitcher hit by Vogel. He airmailed the ball into right field, and that scored Dom from second base. And then that made the score 5-2. So Vieira with 5 runs on 7 hits. So you missed Dom's double and the error. So my apologies. Believe me, nothing makes me more sick than that. So sorry about that, folks. I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to figure out. We're gonna have to move upstairs because this place is unique in that it's a great place to broadcast from. But everything you do here, there's no place to plug in. There's no data. You have to use data, so we can't use our internet. We can't. It's difficult. That ball is lifted into center field, but Dom Leone going to track that down. And this is going to bring up the pitcher, Austin Molesberger. Yeah, he is the designated hitter, Molesberger. 2 outs here. The top of the third inning. Molesberger at the plate. 2-3-1 for Lake Mary. 5-7-0 for Viera. Dom Leone with 2 hits in the game, both doubles, and he scored 2 runs. That's a strike from Werkheiser, who has settled down nicely here over the last inning and 2/3. Runner going, and Man, what a vertical down there by Trey Slavic on the throw from Luca Bongiovi. But a runner at second now with 2 strikes and 2 outs. First base now open, and the pitcher with an opportunity to help himself. And Austin Morseberger, the senior. Werkheiser gets the signal. Yeah, he's taking third, and he's going to take it easily. All right, it's a strike called, strike 3, so that'll end the inning. We'll keep it right here, though. I was just bragging on YouTube, too. It's the first problem we've had with it. So we want to thank Space Coast Lacrosse, Spring Sport. You'll see 8 boys games this year and 8 Viera girls lacrosse games this year as well. As we go to the bottom of inning number 3 here at USSSA Stadium tonight. A 10-inning affair the other night. I looked back on the screen. I saw the umpire standing there, and I'm like, where is – I thought it was frozen again, and then I saw the players run it out. Only 7 home games for Vieira this year. 3 of them this week. So I think a lot of that has to do with the schedule of USSSA. And leading off is going to be Luca Bongiovi. So Luca Bongiovi steps in. Austin Molesberger. First pitch offering is held up on. Ball 1. That one's well, that would have hurt. That came right through that hole. See it? Of course you don't. No, but it's there. I can see it. That foul ball came right through the screen. That would have hurt. I mean, you don't see that often. Thank goodness. Whew. Man, that scared me. I mean, right through it. And it hit the one area of the screen that's got the hole. Everything else is covered. I mean, you can clearly see it from here. You won't be able to see it at home. Yeah, man. I see it? Yeah, it sure is. Yeah. Three balls and 2 strikes now. There's a chopper, and that's gone foul. That'll wake you up. I mean, it's like, did I just see that? You know what I mean? That really just happened? Yeah, one of the two. Strike three on the outside corner. Good pitch by Michael or Molsberger. It's a good at bat, though. Look at battle in that one. Bring up. So Rogan Crockett will bat in Zach Alarashi's spot. That's a beautiful pitch right there. It just drops right off of the table. Strike one from Molsberger. 0-1 now. He's in a rhythm now as Molsberger. Strike two. The on-deck hitter is Trey Slavic. So Rogan Crockett. And Crockett gets into one. That's going to be a base hit back up the middle. So Rogan Crockett comes off the bench and pokes one through. And that's a one-out single here in the bottom of the third. Nothing tomorrow on Brevard Sports Network, but Friday we've got baseball and lacrosse, or soccer, baseball and soccer, I should say, here on the network. Holy Trinity in the regional semifinals, the boys. The girls also advanced. If you're interested in soccer scores, Satellite boys are down 0-2 to Bishop Moore at the moment. It's in 4A. But in 2A, Holy Trinity boys and girls won, and in 2A, Edgewood girls won. They are the defending 2A state runner-up. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Pitch shows bunt, pulls it back. So Dom's sister's watching, huh? I feel bad for Dom's sister. I missed his double. 2-1. And make it 2-2. Dom is just swinging a hot bat right now. That is for sure. No doubt about it. The 2-2 on its way. A little slapper back up the middle. Got to hurry. And slides and out. Good hustle by Slavic. But that'll be 2 outs here. That's a good hard play right there by the second baseman, Yadi Figueroa. That's not an easy play to make. So Robbie Caruso steps in, and this is where we last left you with Caruso at the plate, stepping in multiple times, freezing up. There's a strike, and Dominic Leone is on deck. One on, two out. 0-1 pitch is fouled off, and Caruso will now have to battle here as it's 0-2. That's a shot in the right field. And I tell you what, the right fielder tonight, he's had a time out there, but hauls it in for the third and final out. Caruso nearly scored, knocked in the sixth Viera run, but it'll send us to the fourth with the score. Hawks 5, Rams 2. All right, welcome back here at the top of the fourth. As Ethan Artman steps in, the center fielder. And Werkheiser's first offering to him is fouled off and foul. Good effort there. Given by Caruso. One and one. The fourth inning brought to you by Rational Health. Facial Botox, fillers, weight loss managements, testosterone replacement therapy, spider varicose veins, and sports physicals for student athletes. RationairHealth.com, 321-493-3043. Strike two. And it's 2-2 now to Ethan Artman. Artman down the right field line, but tails into the third row. The 2-2 all over is popped up and out of play, and that one's going to go, yep, off the roof. I wonder how many boxes of balls they got to bring in this place. Play one game. Werkheiser, oh, he just missed. Little low. Count is full here. Nobody out. Cannot see the bullpens here at U-Trip. So I don't know if anybody's warming up in them. And that's ball 4. And if you hustle, and he is, and Luca Bongiovi goes back and gets it. So Artman reaches on a walk. And this is going to bring up pinch hitter, and it's Anthony Viera. Actually, he says Anthony, but it's Anthony in the on the sheet. So Anthony Viera, and first pitch, and Luca didn't squeeze it, and as a result, it's a stolen base. And I missed that. The dugout was none too happy with that. And what they were none too happy with, I'll tell you here in a second. Werkheiser steps off. Outside, so Blaine, who corralled him in for 2 innings, struggling a little bit. So the dugout was not happy with the fact that he played it like the ball was there and laid the tag on him, forcing the guy to slide. Good ball. It's a meeting of the entire infield. And it is about ready to end here. All right, so 2 balls here. Runner at second, nobody out. 5-2. Hawks on top here in the top of the 4th. Tony Vieira at the plate. Werkheiser kicks and fires. And that one is drilled, but Leone, is he on it? He is. Nice job by Leone. That'll easily tag the runner as Dominic Leone. You saw Leone's first step there was back, and it's a good thing it was because had he come in, that thing would still be rolling. Nice play by Dom. Good track. 1 out. Runner at third. Hunter Demetres steps in. And an opportunity for Demetres with just 1 out to bring in a run now. See how Werkheiser pursues this hitter. And that's a shot right back up the middle. And Demetres with an RBI single. And the lead is down to 2 as Lake Mary plates a run here in the top of the 4th. And it's 5-3 Viera. Gavin Wallace on the run. Yachty Figueroa steps up. The runner at first and still just one out. I'm curious to see if they're going to run again here. And if it's first pitch running. Not that time. Swing and a miss by Yachty Figueroa. And it's 0-1. "5-3 is our score. 3-4. Nice job by Blaine to keep the runner close. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Lake Mary. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Viera. The big bat for the Hawks tonight, Dominic Leone. The 0-1 not on its way as Werkheiser throws over and puts the check back on Gavin Lawless. That's a strike on the outside corner. Good pitch. Oh and 1. 0 and 2. Slide step, and he goes. Nice job by Blaine Werkheiser to get the strikeout. John Michael Howell steps in. That's Werkheiser's 4th of the night. Still a runner at first, but now 2 outs for Viera. And nice throw over. John Michael Howell. He has singles and scored, grounded out to Trey Slavic his last time up. He is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Runners off and running, and that throw was altered by John Michael Howell. That ball was up and in, and Luca Bongiovi did not have a shot because of where the batter was standing. It was not batter interference by any stretch of the imagination. It just couldn't get the ball over him to where it was pitched. And it's 1-0, and they have stolen third base twice tonight, so keep your eye on that situation. And that's fouled off. Base hit likely scores this run and makes it a 1-run game. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Werkheiser into the 4th here. 1 out away from pitching 4 complete. He kicks and fires and straight back to the screen again, and he's got the hitter in a 1-2 hole now, so Werkheiser can do with him as he chooses. And the chess match begins at 1-2. And part of that chess match is checking the runner at second. High and tight. Deuce is wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Big pitch here. Ground ball to Slavic. Fields it nicely up and over to first. And a runner will be stranded at second. Nice job by Werkheiser. Gives up a run, though. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the game. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game. We head to the bottom of inning number 4, and it's 5-3 Viera. Dominic Leone to lead it off here in his last time up. We didn't see it. I saw it. You didn't see it. My apologies. As he doubled and would score on an error. We got a new pitcher in as Tony Vieira will come in to pitch. We just saw him bat, so we got a new pitcher. So Leone steps in to face Viera, and that ball is off the plate for ball 1. 5-3 Vieira here, bottom of the 4th inning. Brody Vogel on deck. The 1-0. And that's an odd thing to do. A bunt. But Dom's got speed, so. Yeah, that's going to be strike 2 on the inside corner. Dom's younger brother, Max Leone, has made the varsity team as a freshman. Whew, man, how time flies. Upstairs and high. Max, of course, I remember interviewing Max 6-7 years ago. We were southwestern Florida for a tournament where they were all playing Little League. And Max helped me with a broadcast. The 2-2 on the way to Dom is fouled back to the screen. Bounces 3-2. Dom is a threat to take another base should he get on first here. Bottom of the 4th, 5-3 Vieira on top. Viera scored 3 in the first, 2 in the second. And Dom Leone works a walk. So the Hawks with a leadoff walk, and that'll bring up Brody Vogel. And Leone stays 2 for 2. See Dom here. You got to test out. You got to see what the move is. Now he's got a pretty high leg kick too. Knee to the chest, sort of a thing, but he's pretty quick with it. He being Tony Vieira, the pitcher for Lake Mary. So if you watch his leg kick, comes to the chest. A little short step that one a little bit. Not quite a slide step, but it wasn't as high as the first pitch was. There's the move. The umpires in the stands for Lake Mary with an audible ooh. The 2-0 on its way. I don't trust that fence anymore at all. I'm ducking on everything now, bro. Everything. 2-1. There was a time I might try to catch it, but no more. Two balls and one strike. Here's the pitch. Oh, the curveball's a beaut, but it's high. And the throw is in front of the first baseman. No chance at Leone. So now 3-1. So Tony Vieira has come in and he's issued a free pass to Leone. And he is one pitch away from doing the same with Brody Vogel to put runners at first and second and nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. And that's a chest-high fastball. And Dominic Leone with a perfectly executed stolen base. And now it'll be 3 balls. They're going to call batter interference. The batter's out. And Leone will have to go back to first. So batter's interference is the call. And Leone back to first. Aiden Cameron steps in, and now Dom will have to do it all over again should he want second base. And Cameron, now we have one out. And Dom goes again. What a jump. You got no shot at getting to him. It was a little closer than I thought. It was a good throw. But Leone with a heck of a jump there. And we are right back to where we just were. As the left-handed stick of Cameron is in. High, ball 2. So Tony Vieira has fallen behind all 3 hitters he's faced. Nice pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike now. And there's a ground ball to the shortstop. Long throw across. Does he get the tag? Yes, he does. That's a heck of a play over there. Saw that play the other night. That's a nice play by Ben Thayer, the first baseman, on the high throw by the shortstop, Hunter Wallace. And on the play, Dominic Leone moves up to third, and that'll bring up Brady Jensen. So an opportunity here for Jensen with a runner at third and 2 outs to double up Lake Mary if he can put one through the infield. And that one is right down Wickham Road, strike one. Chopper to the shortstop again, sets fires, and that one keeps Thayer on the bag and ends the inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We head to the top of the fifth, 5-3 Viera. Inning number 5 brought to you by Walden Custom Builders. We'd like to thank Walden Custom Builders for their dedication to youth and prep sports in Brevard County as Blaine Werkheiser returns to the bump for his 5th inning of work here tonight. And he will start off with Hunter Wallace. And then Ethan Artman. Well, no, check that. It'll be Hunter Wallace, Sebastian Gonzalez, and then the number 4 hitter, Ben Thayer. So the meat of the order for Lake Mary. And this is where the rubber meets the road here in the 5th inning. See if Werkheiser can get through this. Outside, that's a ball. And it's 2-0. Not a lot of first pitch strikes in this game tonight. But not at the high school level, not something that is overly concerning in the first week of the season. But you definitely want to see first pitch strikes. I'm curious. So, I'm a big Major League Baseball follower. I love the statistical and analytical approaches to the games. And, that's why I love Major League Baseball so much because, first pitch strikes and all of that matters and counts. And what is a hitter in this count and what is a hitter in that count. And, man, it's just – and there's a hard ground ball. Vogel up with it and over to first, and he flexing a BB from the hole, and that's 1 out. But that's just the beauty of baseball to me is those numbers and what you read into them. Sebastian Gonzalez steps in. He was an Oriole fan. One of the things that I tracked a lot last year at the All-Star break was the decline of Adley Rutschman and why. And you look at his numbers and clearly see what happened to Adley Rutschman. His first take pitch percentage went up. Pitchers knew this. They threw him strikes. And I don't care who you are, when you're down 0-1 in a count, it's hard to bat .330. We'll see if he changes that approach this year. takes less of the first pitch, and if it's good, take a cut at it. 1-1 strike. But definitely the analytics and the stats of the game are what makes it part of its beauty. And, speeding up the pitch clock and the amount of times that you can go to first base. And, to me, that's just added to the game. And I'm an old school guy. And that's a beautiful pitch on the outside corner. The count is even up at 2-2. I'm the guy that I'm the kind of guy that, I'll go back and watch the HBO documentary on the shot heard around the world or on Babe Ruth, or I'll go watch the baseball documentary on PBS by Ken Burns 100 times. I love that stuff. But, I really thought that the game itself had hit a law that it was in danger, in my opinion, of not recovering from had changes not been made. And, well, they certainly made them. The bigger bases, the Texas. That ball is driven nicely into the gap. Leone won't get to this one, but he will cut it off around first and on his way to second. And that was close there. Nice job by Viera there, but a good piece of hitting by Lake Mary. But a good job by Viera to get that ball back in, hit the cutoff man, make the turn. But one out and a runner on second. So the first baseman steps up, Ben Thayer. And I know I'm just babbling, but a lot of times with baseball games, you got to be able to talk about other things. And Major League Baseball certainly did their part. Obviously, I don't like the fact that teams like the Dodgers and the Yankees still sign all the great talent, but oh well. Right down the middle. Strike one. One out here. Runner at second. First base is open if Werkheiser does not want to give Thayer anything to hit. But based on that pitch, that's not an option here because he threw that one right down the middle. Three, 5-1 for Lake Mary. 5-8-0. Your line scores at 5-8-0 for Viera. Werkheiser, the 0-1, and that ball is hit to Slavic. That'll advance the runner up and over to first. 2 out. So the starting pitcher with an opportunity here to help no longer his cause, but his teammates' cause as Austin Molesberger steps in. So a runner at third and 2 outs now. And Werkheiser 1 out away. Great job by Luca Bongiovi to stop that. Werkheiser 1 out away from a scoreless fifth. Two and 0. And Coach Gifford wants to have another mound meeting. All right, here we go. The 2-0. And that's a chopper behind the plate foul. 2-1 now. Oh, there's a hard ground ball. Vogel up and over to first, and that'll end the inning. Brody Vogel with two nice plays in the inning. And we head to the bottom of the fifth. Viera on top, 5-3. The FIU commit leads off the bottom of the fifth in Brennan Confreda. Back for his second inning of work. Well, we got a new pitcher. It's Cole Udell. So Cole Udell, the new hurler for Lake Mary, and he starts off Confreda 0-2. Or, yeah, 2-0. Sorry about that. Got that backwards. Confreda swings and misses, and now it's 2-1. The on-deck hitter is Luca Bongiovi, the catcher. Confreda heading to FIU next year. And that's low. Oh, my. The umpires in the stands, including myself, did not like that. And it's 2-2. Not a good call there. The 2-2 on the way. And the catcher tried to frame that like he was at Hobby Lobby. And it does not work. And it's 3-2. Outside, ball four. Confreda draws a leadoff walk as Luca Bongiovi steps on. Two teams combined to score 5 runs in the first inning. Viera with 3 of them. Lake Mary with obviously 2. I would suspect Luca Bongiovi will be bunting here or trying in some small way to advance the runner here. And what do I know? That ball is roped down the left field line into the corner. Around second on his way to third is Confreda. Yeah, he's going to try to advance him all right. He's going to absolutely attack the pitch and drive it into left field. Nice piece of hitting by Luca Bongiovi. Living on a prayer he wasn't. He smacked that one. And it's second and third with nobody out. Upstairs, ball one. Here comes the head coach out to have a word. He may change pitchers. Comes the home plate umpire out to break up the meeting again, and well, they make that poor man walk all the way out there for no reason. Once again, the inning sponsored by Walden Custom Builders, 321-728-8160. Proud supporters of youth and prep sports in Brevard County. The pitch, nice swing, nice pitch. This is Rogan Crockett, who singled his last time up, back through the middle. Infield is in, all the way around. And Crockett sees it, swings high, and it's 1-2. Crockett trying to punch another one through here. If he can, he might possibly score 2 runs. The 1-2 on its way. And he does indeed! Rogan Crockett. Here comes the throw home, and it won't be close. And Viera plates 2. And how about Rogan Crockett? 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Nice job by Rogan. As Trey Slavic steps in, and it's 0-1. And Viera takes a 7-3 lead here. In the bottom of the 5th. That'll catch the black part of the inside corner, and it's 0-2. I don't have Crockett on my Max Preps roster, so I would imagine he's young. Freshman, sophomore maybe. That's a chopper to the first baseman down to first, and nobody covering to try to turn the double play. It was there, but Crockett forced out, and I want to let you see the greeting he gets when he returns to the dugout, because the young man deserves a heck of a greeting here, and he gets it. Robbie Caruso steps in. Two outs now. So, my goodness, that ball way off the top of the bat. So it'll be an interesting. Looks like it'll be an interesting season for Lake Mary. They gave up 11 runs in their loss to the First Academy and have given up 7 here tonight. 0-2 is the count. Curveball, strike 3. Good looking pitch right there. Froze him like a popsicle. And that's 2 outs as Dominic Leone steps in. Leone tonight with a couple of big doubles in this one early. And swing and a miss at a slurve, if you will. 0-1. The 0-1 is upstairs, 1-1. Curveball, throw to second, and that'll be a stolen base. And Dominic swung and missed at another curveball there. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. But now an opportunity here, if Dom can get a hold of one, to drive in the 8th Viera run of the night. Deuces are now wild with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And number 2 at the plate. And Leone with a shot to the shortstop. Watches it into his glove. That was close, but he gets him. And that'll end the inning, but not before. Rogan Crockett with a base hit drives in 2, and the Hawks lead it 7-3 heading David Master Leonardo takes over for Blaine Werkheiser, and Werkheiser goes 5 strong here tonight, allowing 3 runs on 5 hits and had 5 strikeouts tonight. So a good job by Blaine, and he is on track to pick up a win. And taking over for him is Master Leonardo. And Master Leonardo was one of those guys last year, one of those arms. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Last season, Master Leonardo, 10 appearances, 0.27 ERA. That's a good-looking bunt. Got to hurry. Plays it, throws it away. And nice backup job by Trey Slavic. And that'll be a runner at first with nobody out. But Master Leonardo, 0.27 ERA. He had the 4th most innings pitched on the team with 26.1 innings pitched last year. He allowed 5 runs, 1 of them earned, walked 4, struck out 26. So he knows where the plate is. One and 0 to Tony Vieira. Nice move by David. Keeps the runner close. And it looks like, well, we have a new catcher too, by the way. I'll tell you who that is in just a second. I think it's probably Jay Fowler, and it is. Jake Fowler is the new catcher. And apparently his glove broke, so Fowler was don another one. Two and one. Swing and a miss, 2 balls and 2 strikes now. See if Master Leonardo can come back and shut the door here on this hitter. And Viera can get a shutdown inning after scoring 2 in the 5th. And that's a beautiful slurve type of a pitch for strike 3. 1 out. Hunter Dimitri, the catcher, steps in. And Dimitri's got a hit tonight and scored a run. Off and running. Fowler blocks it but can't grip it. And down to second base goes the base runner for Lake Mary. That run is not going to kill you. You're up by 4 here. Focus on the batter. Yeah, Master Leonardo, you see him kind of snapping his wrist there. His ball is tailing wildly outside here. Wildly's probably not the right word, but he's certainly spending more time on the outer part of the plate with it than he wants to. And he just hauls off and throws a fastball there, but it's 3-0. And first base is open, so not a tremendous setback here should he walk this batter. And he will. So the tying run is now on deck as Carson McDowell steps in. McDowell will pinch hit here. Gavin Lawless comes in to run for the catcher. Pitch. That ball is belted into the gap. Leone's got a track on it and will haul it. And the runner tags the third. Play is close. And nice job by Leone, but that is 2 outs now here. That ball was belted into the gap, and Dom Leone got on his horse and went and chased it down. And I'll tell you, that could have been disastrous if he didn't get to that. John Michael Howell steps in. That is one happy baseball team for being down 4 runs. Pitch, swing and a miss. And Master Leonardo now with the left-handed hitter up probably feels a little more control of that pitch. He felt like it was tailing on him. There you go. A little low, but that's the idea. So runners at first and third. Ball is popped sky high. Leone calls and hauls for out number 3. Lake Mary threatens, but they do not score. On to the bottom of the 6th. 7-3 Vieira. Brody Vogel steps in here in the bottom of inning number 6. But the Viera game, you know you got to be charging up the devices, right? These things, 2 hour, 1 minute right now. Actually, a little longer because we started before 6. Vogel steps in. Cole Udell still on the bump. And Udell rocks and kicks. And that one is driven into center field and nicely tracked and hauled by the center fielder for out number 1. This will bring up Aiden Cameron. Cameron steps in. Pitch is a beaut of a curveball. Strike 1. Inside, 1-1. 7 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error for Viera. 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error for Lake Mary. 2 in the first, 1 in the fourth for Lake Mary, and that's been it for Viera. 3 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 in the fifth. Two balls and 1 strike to Cameron. 3-1. Brady Jensen is the on-deck hitter. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Got him. And couldn't hold up. And that's 1 out. Or 2 outs. Check that. 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 6th. As Brady Jensen comes up. Brady Jensen. Oh! Brady Jensen don't like it. I don't either. Of course, I mean, just saying it hurts. Well, that'll have stitches on it, the stitches of the baseball on it. So Brennan Confreda steps in, and we'll see here if he drives the first pitch back up the middle. I would. Try anyway. There's a strike. And there's a ground ball, and that's going to, it doesn't get through. Tough play. Won't make it. Nice try by the second baseman. But Confreda will beat out a base hit, and it'll be first and second with 2 outs. And Jay Fowler coming to the dish. You want that lawn to be as clean and beautiful as the one we got here in Vieira. Call Clip and Cut Lawn Service. Thank you once again for your support of Vieira Hawks baseball. Clip and Cut Lawn Service. At the plate for Vieira, the catcher number 28, Jay Fowler. That'll catch the outside corner for strike one. Coach Gifford telling him, we got a guy down there at second. Let's bring him home. Let's put a snowman on the board. That's Purdy. 0-2. Fowler goes down on 3 straight pitches, and that'll end the 6th inning. Lake Mary down to their final 3 outs. We head to the top of the 7th, 7-3 Hawks.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
All right, welcome back to you, Triple SA Stadium, as Master Leonardo comes on to try to finish off Lake Mary here in the top of the 7th, and Viera looking for their 2nd win in 3 days. They won in walk-off fashion on Monday night in 10 innings, and this one is 7. As stepping in for Lake Mary is Hunter Wallace. So down to their final 3 here. Ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Strike 1. That is a pure gift there. That's happy birthday and Merry Christmas all in one to David Master Leonardo on that pitch, because that's ball 4. But now let's see if he can take advantage of it. And he does, because that's just popped into left field and hauled in for out number 1. And I'll tell you what, the 3-0 pitch that was called a strike, yeah, take it and move on. This is Sebastian Gonzalez. And strike 1. Sometimes all it takes is to find that little groove, and Master Leonardo's got it. Strike two. There you go, David. And that one, a waste pitch. We'll call that a waste pitch. 7-3. Viera on top. 7-11-1 for the Hawks. 3-5-1 for Lake Mary. Two and two. So Master Leonardo starts him off 0-2, and he's now even up at 2-2. Three, two. Dave likes pitching with three balls here tonight. He got the last batter out on 3-1, now 3-2 here. Strike three. And Lake Mary's down to their final out. As Ben Thayer steps in. And there's a ground ball backhanded by Vogel. Can he make the throw? No. Base hit by Thayer. And that'll bring up Austin Molsberger, who started this game on the bump for Lake Mary tonight. Molsberger, Master Leonardo, Thayer on first pitch. Misses outside, ball one. Strike one, nope, outside, 2-0. There's a chopper. This should do it. Vogel to second. Oh, he threw it in the right field. He rushed the throw, and, yeah. I mean, that's an error on Vogel. I mean, it is what it is. So 2 down still, but the tying run's in the on-deck circle. Ethan Artman steps in. And if you are Master Leonardo, just throw strikes. And second error of the night for Viera. Popped up. This should do it. And that is the third and final out of the game. And the Viera Hawks have won it 7-3. Your winning pitcher tonight, Blaine Werkheiser. And Viera now moves to 2-0. They've scored 11 runs on the year, and they have allowed 6. And they'll be back here Friday night. Stay tuned to BSN to see if we'll be bringing you that game. But nice start to the season for Final Four participants last year as they start 2-0. Our player of the game tonight, we're going to give it to Dom Leone, and Rogan Crockett will share it with Dom tonight. So we want to thank all of our sponsors tonight. specifically the Viera Hawks RBI Club. And, of course, we also want to thank Space Coast Lacrosse as well, and so many other terrific sponsors who make sure that Brevard Sports Network is able to do what we do. So once again, 7 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors for Viera, 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error for Lake Mary. Once